let's pull up the chat, man. Shall we? Pull up the chat, man. See what we got going on up in here. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all doing? It's Thursday, man. We almost there. We almost there. Another weekend. Shit. Young Jay, man. Salute to you, my brother. T.O.P. What's happening, my brother? Yeah, it's acting up on me again, man. What's happening? Shit. I don't know why it's freezing up like that. Can y'all hear me, man? Y'all got me in there? Y'all pretty good? All right. So, what's going on, Cortez? Stay balanced, my brother. What's happening, man? Peace for Puller. Peace for Puller. What's happening, my brother? Yeah, man. So, I guess some of the times, man, when I'm driving, my shit go to acting up on me. But bear with me. I ask that you fellas bear with me, man. I also want to give a shout out to a few of the brothers, man. Y'all were showing love on that Cash App the other day, man, and I didn't give you fellas a shout out, man. So I appreciate all the support, man. I appreciate the love, man. It means a lot. But it don't even want to pull up. I don't know, man. Service must be fucked up right here in this little area right here. But anyhow, I wanna address one thing before we get started. you see a lot of infighting. What's going on, Sister China? I appreciate. Oh man, I appreciate the love. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. For sure. For sure, my sister. Appreciate that sponsorship. But I wanted to talk about a lot of the infighting. You got two popular YouTubers, going at each other's throat. And meanwhile, people are actually sitting back laughing, and people are actually, pushing, adding fuel to the fire. And when it's blood in the water, man, the sharks are gonna come. And you got to be real careful about who you come at, because you could easily be canceled. It's crazy, man. How people will easily throw logic and reasoning out of the window. And brothers can't work together. Brothers can't barely even support each other. They talk about all this shit, man. It's popular to hear. It's propaganda is what it is. Because most of the things that you listen to and what these people are fighting about, it doesn't involve the everyday man or the everyday struggle of men. Now, we can talk about female nature till we blue in the face. Appreciate that, brother JT, man. But we can appreciate that sponsorship, my brother. Salute. God damn. People will attack other content creators, because they don't agree with their message. Mainly because it's something that you don't like. Maybe because it applies to you in some sort of way, and you don't like to be called to task. Either way, man, y'all know how I am, bro. I don't get caught up in this woke, pro-blackity black shit, man. I don't get caught up in any of that. I don't get caught up in politics. Man, I just go about the business of being a motherfucking man. Either way. I rock with what damn, this traffic fucked up. But I support anything that helps men, that benefits men, that benefits having stronger children. You know what I'm saying? I support that. So when it comes to these two popular YouTubers and stuff, everybody picking a side or whatever the case may be, look, man, I don't get involved in that bullshit. I don't. I'm not even really going to speak on it for real. All I can say is brothers need to come together. You get a whole lot more accomplished by coming together. If you can't agree to come together, just keep each other's names out of your mouths. Talk about the topic. Stick to being masculine men, conducting business like men, addressing each other as men, not on no cyber shit, social media shit, on this internet bullshit. It's stupid, man. It's actually pretty fucking childish. A lot of these men are behaving just like the women they complain about. It's unfortunate. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I tell you what, man, my days of going back and forth with motherfuckers on YouTube, those days are over. It's not even worth it. And it actually cuts a hole in your bag, and it keeps YouTube from, allowing you to build a platform. What's up? What D Flynn? What's happening, my brother? Deshaun, what's happening, man? Willie Beeman, my brother, man. Salute. Iron Lion, man. I see you in here. But yeah, so that's about the gist of it, when it comes to me. I'm not gonna elaborate on that shit. But what I really want to talk about today is, I've had a couple of my supporters reach out to me. And I've been talking about some things, that affect men, tremendously on ground zero, because I understand. But I've had some of my supporters, talk to me, man, reach out to me, and they've been going through it, man. And I don't do the whole consultation thing, man. I just try to help brothers as I can. Y'all know I be pressed for time, but, this stuff needs to be talked about. Now, O'Shea say I be on that light skin shit by even talking about this shit. But I mean, these conversations are necessary. A lot of brothers are going through it, man, because there's really no incentive to be in a lot of these relationships these days, man. And this is why so many people are failing at their relationships. And as men, look, I said before and I say it again, I know that as men, you hate to lose out on your investment. But you have to have enough self-respect and have the ability to walk away. And I know it's easier said than done, man. But understand this. Most men that I've talked to, since I've started this YouTube shit, they've went through these failed relationships. They went through breakups, and guess what? They bounced back stronger, bigger, better than ever. I tell you all the time, break up like a damn man. There's a reason these relationships are broken, because the bonds are broken, and nobody has the incentive to stick around in their relationship. If anything, their incentive is to walk away. Because many people simply believe that something's better is out there. The grass is greener on the other side. Unfortunately, people find out the hard way that it rarely is. I tell guys all the time, man, if you got a family, you're gonna have problems, no doubt about it. But when you got kids involved, sometimes it's worth salvaging if you are willing to work on that relationship. But I also tell men that if the woman is incapable of bearing you children, if she's uncooperative, she's acting all masculine and shit, it's just best that you cut your fucking losses and you walk away. I'm serious. That's just the bottom line. And I know sometimes y'all have these attachment issues. You get attached to a person, but really and truly, what are you attaching yourself to? In all actuality, what you're attaching yourself to is the fantasy, the thought of this person. In most cases, you realize when the relationship is fizzling out and things are going south, you'll realize this person was not the person that you thought they were. And you're suffering because You're suffering because you're holding on to the fantasy of that person. Sure, you've had some good times together. You may have had some great times together, some great memories. But the person that was there during the time that you were making those memories, that is not the person that you're breaking up with now. You often hear, man, that the woman that you marry will not be the woman that you divorce. It's the same thing with these breakups. And a lot of brothers are suffering, man. But I want you to understand something. Take it upon yourself to grab life by the horns, so to speak. Take it upon yourself to get in the gym, work out. Take it upon yourself to pick up new hobbies, read some books. Do some of the things that you enjoy doing. And you know what happens when you do those things? When you implement those things, you build confidence, man. When you're working on your fucking self, man, daily, you're going to build confidence. And once you build confidence, you start to feel better. And the things that you're doing, man, not only are you building confidence, they're making you better. They're making you a better version of yourself. I'm serious. So when people talk about self-improvement, it just doesn't consist of getting in the gym, working out. Yes, that's great. And I salute you for that. But other things, implementing other things into your life, man. I always tell you guys about the book, writing things down, man. Writing things down, writing down goals, man, small or big. Write down daily tasks. And as you mark those tasks out, man, you start to feel better about yourself. And once you've seen the results, once you've, seen the fruits of your labor, of you working on yourself, you're gonna feel good about yourself, man. And not only that, you're gonna look back. You're gonna look back on the person that you were when you were down in the dumps. And you're gonna realize why were you in misery? Why were you putting yourself through despair for someone who didn't even really deserve to be there? Salute, Brother Cord. Glad you could be up in here, man. Yeah, man. So, I just want you guys to understand, man, that trouble doesn't last always. Things will get better. But you have to take it upon yourself to want more for yourself. You know how many motherfuckers that doesn't have the intestinal fortitude or the sheer will to want better for themselves? They will wallow in self-pity and in misery. Behind someone who wasn't even worthy of them. But then once you're suffering and you're probably doing all kind of self-destructive shit, you're stooping to this person's level at this point. And you up this motherfucker wondering what they're doing. I can tell you what they're doing. They getting their ass taken to the stabbing cabin by that replacement that they lined up long ago. Shit. These motherfuckers driving crazy as fuck out here today. Yeah, she getting her ass taken to the stabbing cabin, gentlemen. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It doesn't take long. You feel me? It doesn't take long. Once they got some butterflies somewhere for somebody else, they make it stimulating them emotionally sometime kind of way, man. It's stabbing cabin season, baby. And you up this bitch in misery, drinking every day, smoking, creating fake accounts or whatever the hell you're doing, looking at this person's page, and you only prolonging your goddamn suffering, man. That's all you're doing. People will tell you go no contact and all this other bullshit. I mean, that's cool. I get it. But when you creating memories, you done created memories with a motherfucker and shit, you're gonna be thinking about them all the time. No matter what you're doing. And you can go no contact, but if you're not working on yourself, implementing routines of productivity into your life, you ain't gonna do shit. You still gonna be sitting up there thinking about the motherfuckers. And then eventually you're gonna go back looking at their goddamn shit. And then when you look up that bitch and see the new motherfucker, oh, now it all comes crumbling down again. Now you're feeling that whole that pain yet again. You're keeping yourself in misery. If you don't have the ability to cut the cord on people and let them go entirely, you will continue to suffer. But again, man, I tell you, time heals all wounds, man. But you got to be putting in the work too. That fantasy that you created of this person, those memories that you holding on to, stop it. They're not those people. This person was selfish, self-centered, and only thought about themselves. And you realize that at the end. And one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of guys make is once the woman starts to pull away from you, you start to become more aggressive. You start to scrambling, pulling for straws, trying to figure out what you're gonna do to regain that attraction, to get her back on code, but it's too late. It's the snowball effect. I told you how she'll lose more and more respect for you, the more needy and clingy you become. So now you feel her pulling back, like she's gonna leave you. And now you're in a place of in a scarcity mindset. And so now you're gonna go buy some expensive shit and get her. You're gonna start doing all kind of simp shit. But it's too late. Many of you guys don't even realize this, but most of those relationships that you guys been in and you end up with your heart broken, it happens. But most of those relationships were doomed to fail from the beginning. But I've often told you how you push the relationship on this person because they've given you that convenient sex and you're hanging around all the damn time. You seeing all the warning signs that this person was not, old lady or wifey or wife material. She wasn't. But you forced that in there because you were spending so much time around this person. They were there for a good time, not a long time. But you made them there for a long time, giving permanent feelings to a person that should have been temporary. I told y'all, man, you got to start living with your head and not with your heart. But yeah. So now you realize that this person was not the person that you created in your head. Now you realize that all that you've been doing has been for nothing because the relationship was actually relation shit. That's all it was. I see so many people, on social media putting up this facade of a relationship. Many of these people I know personally. Many of these people are taking their women on trips and buying them cars and, taking pictures of them with each other all the time. And guess what? That woman is getting her ass smashed by a motherfucker that ain't doing shit for her. And this ain't one or two motherfuckers. I'm talking about, I know at least 6 people personally. And it's not my job to, tell them any damn thing. Figure it out for your damn selves. These women are good at wearing masks, gentlemen. But once you give them that ultimate validation that I talked about, you will slowly see that mask start to dwindle away. Y'all like the video if y'all don't mind, fellas. Salute, Brother Zeke. Yeah, man. Tyrell, I see you, my brother. Salute. Yeah, man. But yeah. But watching these broads and worried about what these women doing, man, after they've clearly shown you that they don't want to be there, man, look, I know it's hard. I get it, man. I really do. Easier said than done. But you got to believe that you deserve better. And you got to have have that sheer will. You got to have what I like to call that dog in you. Get out this bitch and attack life, man. Handle your motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with using, that pain, that despair. Using it as fuel for something positive. Use it as fuel, man. Harness that shit for something great for yourself. You'll be a much better man for it. Yeah, it's fucking with me again, man. It happens. But yeah, man. And so I want you guys to be inspired, man. Be inspired. Use that pain for something greater. There's millions of people on this planet, man. Millions of women. And a lot of like I said before, man, there's several guys that I know personally that they actually become better because of it. Better men, stronger men. Sometimes some of these guys actually meet a woman that fits their fucking program. That's on code. Contrary to popular belief, man, we don't hate women over here. We understand women. Are there decent women out there? Yes, there are. Absolutely. But female nature applies to all of them. We have some women who want to be wives and see the error in their ways, don't want to end up miserable and alone like some other women. Some women don't want to be out here smutting themselves out. Some women don't like to party and be in the club every weekend. Some women actually believe in working with a man and building a life together, respecting a man. It's few far in between, but hey, gentlemen, I'm telling you, it happens. I just tell you guys to be very wary of dealing with older women who are already set in their ways. Those are the ones you have to be very wary of. Some of these young women are moldable, teachable. What the hell? Yeah. Believe it or not, man. You ain't got to be out here looking for love either. I'll tell you something else. Don't be so quick to listen. Some guys behave just like women when it comes to being lonely, making terrible decisions out of sheer loneliness. I'm telling you something, man. It's good to heal, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with being alone, man. Ain't nothing wrong with taking time to yourself, man. Finding yourself. Being alone, in solitude, man. Building on yourself. Sometimes it's good to just take a break from everything. Disappear for a while. Stay out of everybody's way. And when you come back, you're a bigger, better, stronger person than you were before. And you have healed emotionally. Guys can sit up here and say all the time, oh, this and that, in your feelings and shit like that. Man, look, you're human. That's what kills me, man. Men are being shamed for going through normal shit. And the thing is about it, this stuff is normal. Look at how many songs have been made about breakups and my heart and this and that and blah, blah. Man, I mean, country songs, R&B songs, because the shit is normal. But a lot of brothers figure that they're alone in their suffering. It happens to the best of us, man. But the more it happens, it takes something from you. It takes something out of you. That's why you got to be very wary about who you're dealing with. You know, I sit up there and listen to the pro-black sector talking about this based on my guys hate women. That's a load of bullshit. That's simply more shaming language, man, to keep you from talking about how women acting and behaving in modern society. That's why women don't code with that shit, because they don't want to be called out for their bullshit. I don't hate you. True love, as my brother Spiritual Logic Hulk would say, true love is correction. And you got to correct the error in your ways. That's all. I've told you about how when women say, who hurt you, they're admitting that they know that women do a lot of foul shit to men that hurts them. So which one of us hurt you? Shame, insults, they throw all that shit out there, man. I be reading them comment sections on social media. These women want to call men, gay and all this other dumb shit. It is stupid, man. How many times have you seen women, hanging around a bunch of gay people, homosexual men, especially? They let them do their hair, nails and shit, hang around at the club with them. I was just in the goddamn store a minute ago. It was two women and two big gay ass men. Big motherfuckers too. It's always them big motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Living in crazy times, man. And I want you to understand something too, man. This shit applies for all. Female nature doesn't matter. And like I said before, look at Diddy and Cassie. Diddy is a billionaire. Got all this bread. Guess what? His broad left him for a personal trainer. Will Smith. One of the most iconic black actors ever. Look at him and his old lady. These rich motherfuckers. Gates and Bezos. Shit. Happens to the best of them. Michael Jordan. Don't matter who you is, man. You never know when she gonna go. That's why it's always important that you focus more on yourself than any broad. It's okay to be, a man's man. It's okay to reward your woman, especially for good behavior. There's nothing wrong with that, G. It's not. You gonna treat her like a goddamn like shit the entire time? No, she gonna end up goddamn dipping on your ass. It's okay to give her a little affection every now and then. Sneak up behind her, wrap your arms around her, kiss her on the neck or something. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. You can be a man's man and still be smooth about the way you conduct yourself. I can carry a conversation with a female without on this red pill shit. You know what I'm saying? I can actually communicate with women, get them to open up talking shit, because I do talk a little shit sometimes. I motherfuckers always saying I'm funny, like, I say funny shit, and I really don't be trying to. I could be dead serious and motherfuckers be laughing. I'll be like, what the fuck are you laughing at? But it's just, that's just something natural about me that I did. But anyway, I could be talking to women and they could be just come out smooth and cool. You know what I'm saying? They be laughing and shit. They start opening up. And then I can talk about little things, throw in, a little of this type of content. Such and such, a lot of women need to, step their motherfucking game up, I'm not talking about you in particular. You good. You all right. But we all have work to do, and we do. Men and women. Men and women. What kills me is men to sit up on a panel for fucking hours, talking about smashing women, how to fuck these broads. how to get in between their legs. And I'm telling you something, man, that's the easiest thing. It's easy to do. Very, very easy. The same thing can apply for, women being pissed off because the type of men that they're attracted to are not attracted to them. But I mean, it's the same thing can be said about men too. You sitting up there talking about all the women you fucking, man. That shows a clear lack of discipline. You are controlled by the vag. And many guys end up broken because that insatiable appetite for the vag, that convenient pussy. Because in reality, a lot of these relationships you got in, that's all she brought to the table. That's it. Just that fucking vag. And she knows that. But you're investing everything into someone who's not vested in you. Because once, shit hits the fan, so you fall down on your luck. Your bag, you got a hole cut in your bag. Guess what's going to happen? She going to the next provider. She going to the next motherfucker that can do something for her. You know what I'm saying? But if you shake back, once you shake back, she'll pop up out the blue, telling you how sorry she was, telling you how she missed you. Yeah, you get a lot of that shit. A lot of these women don't mind walking out on their relationships. And most of them don't mind walking out because they know you. They know they can have you back at any time they want to. Because you're a simp. There's countless men who allow their lives to become a revolving door for a bride. All she got to do is come back and offer them some of that pussy. Meanwhile, she's been doing God knows what with God knows who. And you diving up in there, you're eating a box. What the fuck kind of sucker shit is that, man? I'm telling you, man. Brothers do need to step it up. Understand that a lot of things, man, when it comes to growth, it's just like anything else, it takes time. And understand when things stop growing, man, they die. And that goes for relationships. Relationships should get progressively better. But instead, a lot of times it get progressively worse, especially when you give her the ultimate validation of making her your wife. And she didn't even earn that position. The only thing about it, she was just there. Ask yourself, some of y'all still in relationship. Ask yourself, when the last time your woman asked, how did your day go? She probably was only asking you, she was probably only telling you how her day went. She come in complaining about her day and how her feet hurt. You can tell when a woman care about you. You know? Because she'll do little things that, small things. It ain't got to be buying you shit. Woman don't need to be dressing you no way. But it could be some shit like a skin regimen. It could be fucking clipping your toenails or fucking pulling your ingrown hair. Clipping your toenails. Washing your back. It could be some of those things. It ain't got to, preparing you a meal, got a meal plan. She ain't got to cook every night, but goddamn, show some appreciation. What's going on, Marty? Iron Line, my G. Oh yeah, I gave you a shout out, China. I appreciate the love. I appreciate that sponsorship, my sister. For sure. Somewhere close. Yeah. But yeah, man, before you even entertain the notion of getting in a relationship or anything with a woman, you first got to get yourself together, man. You got to have your ducks in a row. You got to already have your program implemented. You know, before you even start entertaining a relationship, because that's another reason that a lot of them fail, because you're too busy trying to build on the goat. It's just like trying to climb a mountain with a big ass boulder chained to your legs. You trying to climb, but you pulling this motherfucker with you. You know? So now you've put in all this work to get where you're trying to go, and guess what? When you get to the top with this broad, she has the ability to cut a hole in your back and break you, because she feels like she's entitled from your hard labor. Already have your shit in order. A motherfucker can go with what they come with. I'm serious. That's one of the mistakes that a lot of guys make, man. You gotta already have your shit together, man. And most of the time, when you really got your shit together, you're very wary of the women that you take seriously, because you know the consequences of dealing with a woman that you haven't vetted properly. You tend to think more logically and rationally when you build yourself up from within and you already got your shit together. You do, man. You're not gonna deal with a woman that's not an asset to some degree. You actually know the value of your time because you spent a lot of time building yourself up. And things actually can get better with time, man. If it's not getting stronger, it's not growing and evolving, it's a waste of your time. Things got to steadily increase. And as you age as a man, you should steadily increase in every facet of your life. When a motherfucker ain't willing to grow with you, give them their walking papers. Give them their pink slip. Motherfucker can't help you any kind of way. You can ask them to do some simple shit and they don't want to do it. Why in the fuck would you be dealing with this broad? Cool Gent, my brother. Salute to you, my G. Y'all go subscribe. Cool Gent and TOP, man, was in the building, man. I appreciate y'all boys for coming through, man. But yeah, man. Don't go looking for no relationship when you ain't all the way on your shit, man. Because that relationship will fail. Trust me. It can be weeks, months, years. In some cases, it could even be days. Have your shit together. And you ain't got to be out here offering these broads, incentives for fucking with you. I had one old clown motherfucker. Oh, shit. My baby brother owns a nightclub, a very popular nightclub. So I went and hung out down there for a little while, man, and this guy, I used to work with him, and he drive 18-wheelers. He bought a few 18-wheelers he drive, you know what I'm saying, and he get into the bag. But this old young thing was up in there, man, and he was sitting up that bitch. Now I'm hearing him now. I'm acting like I don't hear him, but I'm hearing him up that bitch. Talking about being her sugar daddy. Oh, shit. I'm over that bitch dying laughing, man. And once he got done talking to the broad, buying the drinks for the broad and her friends and shit, guess what that bitch did? Toodles. Toodles. Shot up out that bitch. Ain't no phone number, ain't no nothing. You duck ass motherfucker, man. I ain't even said nothing to him, man. There's a lot of that shit going on out here. It's fucked up in this space, man. If a man do anything nice for a woman, he a simp. And that's why a lot of people have the perception that men hate women. I ain't talking about taking these bitches on no expensive dinner dates and none of that dumb shit. But you reward good behavior. The problem is y'all be rewarding these women who do absolutely nothing. All she gotta do is lay on her back and gap her legs. And the thing is about it, she gets a nut too. I mean, sometime. Maybe. I don't know. But in most cases, if you're a bad motherfucker, you putting it down, you taking her ass to that stabbing cabin, you hitting her with that schlong, she gonna get a nut too. It's an even exchange. But you duck ass motherfuckers are to the point that you feel like because she giving you that pussy and you eating out her pussy, you paying that bitch, you rewarding that bitch to eat her pussy. I done seen motherfuckers who literally talk about paying a bitch to eat their pussy. The fuck wrong with you nasty ass motherfuckers, man? You don't know who this bitch fucking. This bitch probably is scissoring with another bitch. Oh my goodness, man. For real. Stop wifing up women who have a terrible history when it comes to men. I said that before and I say it again. Women who have had a lot of failed relationships. Stop taking these broads seriously, man. Because I want you to understand something, man. For a woman to have the ability to open up to a man and have several different men, it takes a while for a woman to build that rapport with him, or she get emotionally stimulated by this man or something to the point that she's gonna give him some of that cooch. There's a lot of different spirits inside of that woman, man. And it's something that contributes to the failure of those relationships, and the common denominator is her. Y'all like the video, man, if y'all don't mind. Yeah, but the common denominator is her, and you decide to come in and take her seriously. And then when she up and leave your motherfucking ass, now you broken. Now all these bitches ain't shit. No, motherfucker, you knew what type of woman you was dealing with when you started to take her seriously. You met this broad in the club. She was club hopping on the weekends. You tried to make a wife out of her. Knew this broad like to take trips and shit with her girlfriends and shit like that. But you tried to make a wife out of her. You tried to make an honest woman out of a strag, man. Some of y'all, we always talk about accountability, but you have to be accountable too, for the women that you choose to take seriously. The type of women that you entertain. There is no such thing as the perfect woman. There's no such thing as the perfect person. But if they can fit your program, if they can buy into your program, it can actually be beneficial to you. The only problem is a lot of brothers are deprived of that convenient fadge, and they make those terrible decisions that I talk about out of sheer loneliness. As a man, you should never be lonely, man. You should always be comfortable in your own company. You should love yourself that much. Yeah, man. You should love yourself enough to know that you're not going to be dealing with no woman who's beneath you or beneath your standards. Could you enjoy some good conversation with some women? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that, man. Could you enjoy the company of a beautiful woman? Yeah. Yeah, you could. But just don't spend too much time cuddling and spooning and shit with the motherfucker, man. Because then she's going to start slowly draining your masculine energy. And you'll notice in a lot of these relationships, after you up in that bitch, all up under this bitch all the time, all fucking this bitch all the damn time, especially in a fresh relationship, oh, y'all doing a lot of fucking. Oh, it's a lot of fucking. Sometimes 2-3 times a day. Oh, it's some stabbing, cabbing going on around that motherfucker. Oh, it's some fucking going on around there. And you'll notice after a while, the fucking slows down a little bit. And you've been laying up around this motherfucker, spending all this time with this bitch. And guess what? You start seeing her behave a little more masculine. She started saying little shit that she never said before. You thought she was a little innocent flower, a little delicate flower. Now this bitch running around talking like you. Cussing and shit. Bitch smoking Newports. Oh, shit. Getting drunk. Running her damn mouth. Oh, yeah, I see it all the time. The mask reveals itself. Some of these motherfuckers can wear that mask for years, though. But watch after that breakup. Oh, these bitches turning up, they partying, they getting drunk, going out to eat. Bitch can be goddamn 45 years old. She run around this bitch acting like she 20 again. Because she was a strag the whole fucking time. And you up that bitch wallowing in misery, suffering, watching this bitch, social media, watching her have a grand old time. Because she never loved you. She never cared about you. So it's easy for her to run around and do that shit. That's her coping mechanism. She didn't think about your ass. She never did give a fuck about you. It was you the one that was vested in the relationship. Motherfuckers don't have no unconditional what? Under the condition that you provide something for her, emotionally or financially, or under the condition that she's in complete control of the relationship. That's the only way she can pretend to love you. Y'all up this motherfucker, I love you. You tell the bitch you love her more than she tell you she love you. You always bringing up the love shit. Motherfucker don't love you. How can someone love you when they don't even care about you? I never got that. How can you love something that doesn't love you back or is incapable of loving? Don't even know what love is. People use that term entirely too loosely, the same way they use the queen and king. Fuck out of here, man. I don't talk about that love shit. I believe in, like the man said, get rich and die trying. Love will get you killed, cuz. For real. I've seen it. And I've seen a lot of guys goddamn get fucked over entirely fucking with a bitch that never loved them. Lose everything, including their life. Including their minds. I've seen it, man. I've witnessed this shit firsthand. All they thought they loved the bitch. Sometimes it's just lust, man. That convenient vag that make you think you love this bitch. You don't love that motherfucker. Just loving her sucking on that dick. That's all. Shit. Motherfuckers just been pussy deprived. Shit, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. I appreciate y'all fellas for coming through, man. You know, if y'all want to donate for the brother, let me check these motherfuckers. I didn't look at it. My brothers that was hitting me up the other night, man. I appreciate y'all fellas, man. Little Big Nate, man. Salute to you. My brother Corey, China, I gave you a shout there. Salute brother D Flynn, Mr. Zeke, man. For sure, man, for sure. Brother Deshawn, brother JT, brother Peaceful, man. China, goddamn China, you killing me. I appreciate that, sister. For sure, for sure. Brother Jeremy, brother Alman, for sure, man. The brothers from the other day, man. Brother Ben, Nana, Grant, Peaceful Pullet, Stan Brock, Working Man, y'all brothers in the building, man. My brother Jay Morris, man. You know, if y'all brothers in the building, man, I didn't get a chance to shout y'all out the other day, man. I definitely appreciate y'all fellas, man. I appreciate the support and love for all you brothers. You know, we out here in ground zero, man. We ain't in no corporate offices and all this other mumbo jumbo. We ain't get this pro-black sector over here calling motherfuckers queens and kings and shit. No, we are blue collar men, working class men. Some of us are white collar, but we are all on ground zero. We see a lot of this shit that I'm talking about firsthand. We've witnessed it firsthand. Some of us have experienced it firsthand. And it's good to have these conversations without being shamed for it. That's the thing. People shaming the truth, man, that's a problem. And it's up to us as men to stick together, come together, and be in a place where we can congregate about these issues that many of us face. You know? Again, I say, it ain't that motherfuckers hate women. No, they don't hate women at all. Could women do better? Absolutely. Most of them. For the ones that are trying their best, is doing okay, man, out here, you know, playing their role, playing their position. Hey, man, I salute you, sisters. It's just you fucking hags that's always trying to compete with a man. Want to talk down to a man. You want to be in a position where you think you better than the man. No, that shit ain't gonna fly, shout it. We don't play that shit around here. When I talk about men first, I'm talking about men leading their lives, leading their families. Be a man before you're anything else. That's what it means. Taking back your power, man. Being the man that you were biologically designed to be. Again, I tell you, brothers, be comfortable in your own company. It'll save you a lot of trouble. Don't be afraid to walk alone sometimes. It's actually good for you. You start to see things more clearly, man. As you age, as you build, as you work on yourself, you start seeing things entirely different. You start seeing people for what and who they are. And sometimes that negative energy of being around a motherfucker that's not for you, you start to behave a lot differently yourself. You notice subtle changes in your attitude and in your behavior. Because this toxic motherfucker is rubbing off on you. They're not meant to be there. And the Most High is whooping your ass for keeping these people around long past their expiration date. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the truth. That's the fucking truth. Unlike women, men are punished for poor behavior. Piss poor behavior. Piss poor decisions. We are held accountable for our decisions. That is the difference, gentlemen. That's it. That's the difference between us now. This is why there is such a great divide between male and female. I salute y'all brothers for coming through, man. Before we go, I would often tell you guys that I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I will be back. I will be back in the lab, man, probably in 2 more weeks. I'm setting up a whole new lab, buddy, with all the bells and whistles, baby. And I appreciate y'all fellas and all your support, man. I really do. Rich gang in the building, man. I appreciate y'all fellas, man. D Flim, Willie Beeman, Cool Gent, man. I appreciate y'all fellas for coming through, man. Theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are the initiated. We are men first. Peace.